Hello, I am Siddhi Rai Gandhi, a medical student from Janelta School of Medicine. Today, I am here to talk about blood pressure and focusing on how to measure it.
The instruments we will be using are stethoscope and sphygmomanometer to measure the blood pressure.
So, let's begin with selecting proper cuff size. The width should be not more than 40% of total arm circumference and the length of the bladder should be not more than 80% of total arm circumference. So, normally the standard cuff size is 12 cm into 28 cm. So, before measuring the blood pressure, there are some steps that doctor should take in consideration and should avoid them. The first one is the patient should not smoke or have caffeine or should have done exercise 30 minutes prior to blood pressure measurement. The second one, the arm we select should be clothing free. There should be no fistulas or dialysis. The cut downs and the scars should be noted down, or the lymphedema or lymphoma from the axillary node dissection should be noted. The third one, patient should sit quietly before measuring the blood pressure for at least 5 minutes and the feet of the patient should rest down on the floor. Furthermore, while measuring the blood pressure, the arm must be placed at the level of heart so that the blood pressure is accurate and not higher or lower than the original one. Now, moving on, we'll see how to measure the blood pressure. First, address the patient and make sure the patient is comfortable. Ask the patient about the consent and explain the full procedure to the patient. And also mention that there will be little discomfort while getting this procedure done. Hello, I am Siddhi Rai Gandhi, a medical student. Can I know your name and age, please?
Hello, I'm Sonia Jain and I'm 25.
Today, I would like to measure your blood pressure. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So what I'll do is, I will wrap this around your arm, inflate this and measure your blood pressure. This will make you a little uncomfortable. Is it fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you rest your feet on the floor
Yes.
and take your sleeves up?
Wrap the cuff around the patient's arm and make sure it is not too tight or too loose for the patient. Also, make sure the reading of the manometer is on 0 mm mercury. Now palpate the radial artery and inflate the bladder till you can't feel any pulse in the radial artery. Now note the pressure and deflate the cuff. The pressure noted was between 140 and 150 mm per mercury. Deflate the cuff and after 20 to 30 seconds again inflate, and this time make sure you add 20 to 30 mm more than what we noted previously. This time while inflating the bladder again, position the bell or diaphragm of the stethoscope over the brachial artery, which is 2 cm above the cubital fossa or on the medial epicondyle. As we inflate the cuff now, we will add 20 or 30 mm to the previous one, that is, we will inflate it till 180 mm mercury. While deflating the cuff, you should not suddenly deflate it, rather deflate at the rate of 2 to 3 mm mercury per second. The first two consecutive sounds you hear will be your systolic pressure. Continuing to deflate, you will hear muffled sounds at another 10 to 20 mm Hg. The disappearance point here will be best described as diastolic pressure.
There are few examples of abnormalities that a doctor should take care of while measuring the blood pressure. The first one is, if the hand is very below the heart level, the blood pressure we measure is very high. If the hand is above the heart level, the blood pressure measured is very low. Also, if you choose a wrong cuff size, like the cuff size is too small for the arm, the blood pressure will measure high. And if the cuff size is too low, high, the blood pressure will measure low.
To make sure the blood pressure you measured is accurate, take average of 2 or more readings. Note, if first 2 readings differ by more than 5 mm mercury, then take additional readings. Thank you.